I know. Jody and I were like, we need to do a video with all of the different hands, like jazz hands. The other day she was like, what is this? It's like Jesus hands, Shanna.
It is.
I'm like, I don't know. Go with it. We were taking photos. I ended up going like this. And she was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. You got to roll with me. Oh, we're going to get loud here. Oh, there
no,
we go.
you beat it. You're quick.
Oh.
Rich is on already.
He
is. Dude is the man.
He monitors to make sure we're good, and we're frozen right now, so.
We're frozen in jazz hands on Facebook. Let me just say, this is me.
I love it. I'm just like, little Oscar. I'm like, hello.
You look so sweet.
I'm like,
and I look so over the top.
Hello, Karen.
Good morning.
And then I'm like, why are we frozen on Facebook? Oh, Facebook, I'm going to refresh you.
Yes, maybe it's just us.
That's what I'm hoping. Oh, well,
it was just us.
It was. Well, we're a little laggy, but that's okay. I'm going to believe the gremlins are going to work their way out.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Coffee can conquer everything.
Yes, it does.
I found the best print that's going to be hung up in our studios. It was like mascara, coffee, and hustle.
Oh, perfect.
I'm like, yes, yes, yes. And what's even more funny, hey, Carrie, good morning. Is my daughter had sent me something very similar through Facebook. We send memes to each other. Like, that's how you communicate with your
daughters.
Yeah, away at college. Is you send memes and cat videos. And she had just sent me something. It was almost similar. So I sent her the picture back. I'm like, you know your mom so well.
Dude, they're on the same page.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
mother-daughter thing.
Carrie says you both look beautiful and not frozen. That is great. Thank you.
Good morning, Carrie. Thank you.
Hey, Katie. Okay, so I am loving your earrings this morning. Like you. I love those.
Oh, thank you.
They're so fun. I love big, fun earrings.
I just, these might be my favorite pair. I don't even remember. Maybe Charming Charlie's, but I love anything pop of color.
Yes. I love them, especially for spring. Hello and yes.
I know. Right? I wore a pastel sweater for spring, but I feel like normally I do lots of brights.
I am slowly incorporating more purple. Jody and I were like, so by the end of our life, our wardrobes will just be purple.
All purple.
I'm always like, is there anything purple? And then I look at clearance. I'm like, clearance, purple, purple, purple.
Yes.
My husband's like, don't you have enough purple?
I was going to say, I started buying more purple just because of you guys.
That is awesome. So my high school colors were purple and white. Deering Rams, purple and white. Absolutely, loved purple growing up. Had a ton of purple.
I bet you did. And it stuck.
And it stuck. It came full circle. Well, so the reason why we chose purple, Jody a year and a half ago asked me, if you could pick one color to represent beauty, what would it be? So of course I'm like, you can't just spring that on me. I got to pray about this.
Yeah.
So, and we have people joining us on Instagram. I'm not ignoring you. Hello, Joanne. And words that are small.
Sep days.
Hello, beautifuls on Instagram.
Hello. Yes, beautifuls on Instagram.
Jody
both of us need readers.
Is normally my eyes. And it's so funny when we go back and look at the videos. It's like, yep, Shanna's trying to read Instagram. She gets closer and the eyes get smaller.
Yeah. I'm trying not to wear my readers this morning on the show.
So she goes, well, what color? I said, well, let me think about it and pray. And I'm like, you know what? I think purple. Purple represents royalty. And it also represents God. And you think of all of that and how precious you are created and how perfect He's created you. And you are a princess. You're a princess to a king. You are royalty the moment you are born. You don't have to do anything.
Come on, girl. Start preaching now. She's getting preaching up in here.
So I said, I want it to be purple. Glitter.
Yes, purple glitter. Speaking my language.
Exactly.
Carrie.
So it's so funny that was the color I chose. And then God, as we went through our relaunch and we really looked at colors, Jody's like, I think God gave you the color before He knew we needed the color.
Yeah, I was going to say, I just assumed the purple stood for royalty.
And that is why I chose it, but it has become our color. So it's so great when I open my closet, I'm like, purple, 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 black. Purple, black, purple, purple. I'm like, it's a bruise in here.
Is it bad that I don't wear black? Is that a bad, I have very, very little black.
No, I think that's great, but that's your personality.
That's true.
That is your personality.
Bright, bold, and...
I love it, though. I love your personality.
I love you.
She raps. I'm sorry, but you rap.
Okay, not all the time. Just
I'd be going down the grocery store.
Me. Just when it hits me. And,
like, and I need biscuits in my cart.
Biscuits in my car don't get me very far. Okay, let's stop.
See? Hello, Sharon. See, we would be fun in the grocery store together.
People would think we were drinking. Well...
Coffee. And there's no Baileys. It's not St. Patrick's Day.
Not St. Patrick's Day. There's no Baileys. I drink my coffee black often. Is that weird?
No, it's not. I wish I could. I still have to have a splash of cream. When I started drinking coffee, it was more like sugar and creamer with a splash of coffee.
How old were you when you started drinking coffee, if you don't mind me asking?
I started in my teens and didn't really develop my husband's messaging us.
The iPad is a lower quality.
Thank you, my husband, our tech guy behind the scenes, making sure I'm at it.
Okay.
Thanks. I can't read it, but honey, I appreciate you so much. He always has my back. So I started drinking it in my teens. Really didn't start drinking it until my early 30s. But all of my kids, except for one, drink coffee.
So my parents always drank coffee. So when we were little and we would play school, and my one sister always got to be the teacher. My older sister, shout out to older bossy sisters. I love her.
Not all of us are bad.
Oh, are you the oldest?
I am.
Sister?
I have twin brothers.
Oh, well, my sister has twin sisters. I'm a twin. Anyway,
yes.
She always got to be teacher, but we would sneak coffee, so we would take turns just so that we could have the coffee. So that's what made me start drinking coffee.
I look at it this way. The amount of caffeine in coffee is nothing compared to like Mountain Dew and Coke.
Yes.
And this at least comes from a tree or a bean or a
Okay.
pod or...
So I typically drink decaf.
Oh, she comes over and me here and I'm like,
you guys, by the end of this show, I'm going to be like, oh,
she's going to be seeing sound and listening to colors.
Exactly. It's true. I'm going to be so crazy.
So I know we go for caffeine in this house. But yeah, my girls, I had one woman when my twins were younger. I want to say 5th grade. We were at Starbucks, and that's a big treat. Like, that's once or twice a year when you're out shopping with mom, you know.
Yeah.
You know the way it is. Good morning, Amy.
Hi, Amy.
So I let them get a Starbucks, and the woman behind me, she was like, I can't believe you would give them that. As her son has like the 7-Eleven big gulp that's this big.
Oh, please.
And you can see through the straw, it's Mountain Dew, because Mountain Dew is the only neon-colored drink out there that I know.
And so here she is.
And oh, God is so good, because I felt him just grab my tongue. I wanted to just snap back.
Oh, yeah.
And I smiled at her, and I said, thank you so much for your opinion. I said, but what I will say is they don't get it often, and it is natural, unlike some soft drinks that contain an insane amount of sugar as well as caffeine. And I just took my kids and walked away.
That is just... I'm proud of you for doing that.
No, that wasn't me. That was God. He was literally like, Shanna, I know what's going to come out. I'm going to hold it.
Carrie said that her mom never drank coffee and her dad always does. But we grew up drinking coffee with milk and sugar since we were little. It was a morning treat. Okay, it was a morning treat for your family. Mm-hmm. Can I tell you what my grandfather used to do after every single meal? Every meal. Coffee with cream, sugar, and then a piece of bread, and he would pour, is this gross? He would pour coffee over his bread, and that was his dessert for every single meal.
Hey, if he liked it.
I dare you to try that.
No, I don't like soggy bread. My husband will attest to
either.
that. I will get the sandwich and I'll have like the one soggy part, and I'm like ripping the bread off. And the surrounding bread, because it's guilty by association.
Yes! I just did that the other day with the sandwich. I got it from I ripped the okay. So.
I'm glad it's not just me. It's a texture thing.
It is.
And I have a problem with
bread pudding.
I was just going to say that. I'm like, or like that baked French toast that people do. I'm like, great, it saves time, but it's like goo.
Soggy. Yeah. Texture. Anybody out there with the texture issues?
Who's with us on soggy bread? Like, give us a high five. Like, I got you, girl.
Hearts on Instagram.
Something.
You know. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
Uh-huh.
I don't do soggy.
Me either.
So kudos to him. I couldn't.
Yeah. I wonder if it's because of the Depression era. That's just kind of what they did.
Maybe. Carrie says no thank you. Yeah, girl, you're with us. We're in the no soggy bread club.
But I do have to say that every once in a while, I might do it just to bring back childhood
now,
memories.
I could see that.
Because for the nostalgia, but not very often. Let's just be real.
See, I grew up, my mom has drank tea for as long as I can remember, just black tea every morning. When I was a kid, she would drink it from the time she got up till the time she went to bed.
Wow.
She always had a cup of tea. My dad's always drank coffee.
Hot, cold, did it matter
No,
with her?
hot. Had to be hot. She never drank iced tea.
And your dad was always coffee?
Always hot coffee. They still are.
Do you do both?
I do both. I tend to prefer coffee, but I do every now and then I will get on a tea kick, especially like the flavored, like the apple cinnamon. Or
I'm so plain.
I'm obviously not. No.
But okay, let's just admit it. Shanna does all like everything fancy, everything.
I don't do everything fancy.
Okay, well, I think so.
No, my husband and I joke. I'm like, I really am a princess.
I think you might be.
No, I really am. I couldn't sleep the other night. I never have a hard time sleeping. We've not even gotten to our talking points yet.
I know,
I love
we
it.
Totally haven't gotten to our talking points.
And I fall asleep like that, and I couldn't. I'm like, is this what everyone else feels like? Yes. So I messaged my husband. I'm like, hey, I'm so wide awake up here. Come up and talk to me. So being the good husband he does, and I'm like, when I was a kid, I'd spend the night at my grandmother's house, and she always rubbed my back to go to sleep. So as soon as you rub my back, I'm like, I'm out. So he did it that night just to calm my mind. I had so much going through my head. And so he did it again the next night. So then last night I messaged him. I'm like, where's my nightly back rub? He's like, what? I'm like, well, you did it 2 nights in a row. That's a habit.
Now we're there. See, okay, I won't go into details, but when there's back rubs in my house, we'll just say.
Oh, no. This is like instant. It's like, in 1, 2, Shanna's snoring.
Oh, beautiful.
So... But I love that he knows me like that. He knew exactly what I needed.
And he shows up. That's good old Rich.
He is good. So, speaking of beverages, we'll just jump around in our notes here. So, I want to know, does anyone else switch out their beverage with the time of year?
If it's really, I prefer a hot tea or a coffee in the morning. I go back and forth. It doesn't really matter to me. But in the summertime, I might switch, like if I'm out and about, I'll switch to an ice or a frozen.
No, I love iced coffee. I will drink iced coffee year round. If I am out and I buy it from someplace, Dunkin' Donuts. Just saying. I grew up in New England. They're all over the place. An iced coffee with unsweetened caramel and skim milk. Yep.
Unsweetened
caramel. So it doesn't add sweetness to it, but it adds the caramel
flavor.
flavor.
I have never heard of that. Oh my gosh, where did you get at Dunkin' Donuts? Well, we're just getting a Dunkin' Donuts up in my parts. So
I love their coffee. Amy is so hazelnut in the winter.
Girl,
I love hazelnut.
Okay, and then I am pumpkin spice in the fall. Yoga pants, hoodie, Uggs, and pumpkin spice in the fall.
I will own that.
100%.
And a bonfire.
I do like a good bonfire. S'mores. Okay.
Yes.
Do you do your s'mores with Hershey's or peanut butter cups?
We have done
something else.
We have done s'mores buffets for the girls where we do different cookies like an Oreo. If you've never made a s'mores with an Oreo, you are not living. Okay,
this is so not even on our talking points, and I feel like I'm just going to a whole another level of s'more heaven. So can you share just a little bit about the s'more buffet?
Yes. So for my girls, for birthday parties, they'll ask for bonfires in the backyard. So we'll get the different flavored graham crackers, but then we'll do like Oreos, especially the double stuff because it has more cream, or like Nella wafers.
Okay.
And then we do different flavors of marshmallows because they make those. They have chocolate marshmallows, and then we'll do the little bags of the Hershey minis.
Yeah.
So you have like the Mr. Good bar, the Crunch, and then we'll do the mini peanut butter cups or Kit Kats. And then you just let them make different combinations.
This might be a thing for my house this
summer.
Any
kid that has come over absolutely loves when we do a s'mores buffet.
Amy's like, s'mores are my favorite food. No joke.
I love it. So how do you take your marshmallow?
Slightly brown, no burn. Are you a burner?
I slow roast it so it's slightly brown, and then I set it on fire so it's crispy on the outside and gooey on the inside.
Do you like that burnt flavor?
Yes.
Yeah, I like it just a slight golden brown, and then when you take it off the thing, there's still just a little bit of solid in the middle.
I want it liquid
You want it all goo.
and then burnt.
I am so ready for a bonfire now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys do bonfires in the spring, summer?
We do, because I grew up in Maine and the evenings still get cool, so we'll do them once the weather warms up. We'll do them all summer long and into the fall.
I love me a good bonfire.
Amy, no burn. I love it. Amy, in the spring, summer, and fall, she drinks hazelnut coffee year round.
Oh, yes, she does.
But
I eat charcoal hot dogs.
Oh,
So you like your hot dogs burnt?
but not your marshmallow.
Well, probably because the hot dog has that, you can have that burnt taste, and a marshmallow, does it give it that sweet and
Yeah, that like sharp. Oh, I love it.
char?
I love
Yeah.
it.
Okay, sorry. You got
that's
me
okay.
so distracted with
We've skipped summer,
Oh,
we're
my
into
goodness.
fall.
Yeah, but no, I mean, bonfires are a spring, summer, fall, and depending on where you live, it can be a winter thing too.
Yes.
Not here in Ohio.
No,
so
not
much,
here in
but-
Ohio. So speaking of bonfires in the summer, my husband and I, well, not so much my husband, I informed him.
Oh, I love this.
I said, okay, look, we have a dog. No one likes picking up the poop in this household.
A big dog.
We have a big dog.
Big poop.
Yes, and a lot of it. I'm like, how does something that size go that often? I don't know, but she does. And it always ends up being me. And the whole time I'm out there grumbling under my breath. Because I'm out there picking up poop and no one else is.
So did you guys have any sort of rotation or anything?
No.
So it's just you.
It's just been me. Okay,
yeah.
so my husband says, I like a good sear on a steak, but that's about it. And then my husband says, wait, what? Oh, you know it's true. Got the little bucket and the little scooper thing.
Just like, wait a second, I do that too.
No. So I hate doing it. No one else does it. So I'm like, there has got to be someone I can pay to do this.
Oh, yes.
There is. It's $10 a week.
Best $10 spent
Ever. And I know Instagram, I see you on there, but y'all are so far away.
It's so side.
Elizabeth says, hey, Holly. Hello, Elizabeth. I'm going to
Hey,
say hi back
Elizabeth.
at you, girl.
Shannon's going to say hi too.
Yeah.
Okay, so
$10 a week. They come, they pick it up, they take it with them, and they deodorize my yard.
wait, they deodorize your yard?
Yes.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't either, but I'm like, that sounds fancy. Yes, please.
Yeah, does that cost extra?
No, it doesn't. It's part of the $10. I'm like, basically, we're paying you to drive out here and back. Okay.
No doubt.
I'm like thinking, they had to have made a mistake. Take my card number
$10.
now.
Once they get here and see the size and the amount,
No.
does the price go up or is it a guarantee?
It's a guarantee. It's only with the number of dogs that it goes up and the size of the yard. So one dog and the size yard we have, it's $10. I'm like, yes, sign me up year round. Sign me up.
That is the best.
I'm like, yeah, I waste $10 a week on useless stuff.
Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
Exactly. Well, no, 99 cents from 2 to 6 p.m.
See, I can't wait for our Dunkin' Donuts.
So I'm like, I'd have to drink a whole lot of it to waste $10
yeah,
a week.
that's true. It's a couple cups a week. A day.
But then I told my husband, I said, okay, look, with his crazy work schedule, my crazy work schedule,
Yes.
and band season starting up in May,
Oh,
come from May to November, we get 4 hours to see each other a week. And it's Friday evenings.
and you don't want to spend that Friday night cleaning up dog poop.
I don't want to clean up dog poop, and I don't want to have to do yard work. I don't want to, like, my date night be like, hey, I see you as you pass me with the mower, and I pass you with the edger.
Yeah, that's no fun.
No, I'm like, it's $40 for our size yard. I said, they can come and edge it and mow.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, and then I scheduled it so the dog poop people come Friday morning, the lawn people come Friday afternoon, and Friday night we sit out at the bonfire.
Bonfire, baby. With no poop and a fresh yard. A deodorized yard.
Deodorized yard. So I want to know, would you pay for that? Or what is it that you have to do that you're like, I would pay someone to do that in a heartbeat?
Okay, first of all, I would pay for that. We just got a new little puppy.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he's tiny. And so he, for the size that he is, has nice size drop-offs.
Okay.
And so, but he's still like super young, so he's doing it in the house. So I just pick it up with toilet paper. I take him outside, and he literally just sits there and stares at me like this. And doesn't
like
go.
what I'm gonna do. I wish when ours was a puppy, we had trained her to go in one section of the yard.
That's what I'm trying to do. I just keep putting everything in one pile. And then I sprayed with the stuff that's supposed to, but he still just sits there and stares at me. But anyways, so our dog, because it's so little, I don't know that we would do that because we just, but things that I would do, because I am a mom of all boys, pay someone to clean my toilets.
Oh, yes. That is up there on my list. I will clean anything else in the house. I hate bathrooms.
But here's the deal. Because we do, and guys, what is it about them being like, when I potty trained them, like I put Cheerios and Fruit Loops in and was like aim, and it was fun, and they could hit it like nothing.
You need to keep a bowl of Cheerios.
And then now it's like just drop in the Cheerio and aim. But yeah, so it's I would pay for it. Carrie says she would pay for anything in the yard. She hates yard work. Decisions for landscaping, too much pressure.
Carrie, I agree with you. That's one of the reasons why I don't have a lot of plants is I'm like, I don't know. Is it green? Does it grow?
But here's the deal: is the time of year that it is landscaping time, and I'm one of those people that I love. Anybody out there like me that loves landscaping, like, listen, I'm not saying I'm good at it. I'm not saying that at all. But there's something about, like, to me, this is weird. Maybe this is weird, but I feel like when I'm doing yard work, God speaks to me.
I love that he speaks to you. I'm complaining too much for him to get through it. I'm like, dirt and bugs.
Again, a farm girl who, you know, there's something about, I love getting in the dirt, and I love just, you know.
But that's my mom. My mom looks forward to when it warms up and she can get out and clean her beds and mulch. And
yes, I do. The mulching part, as I get older, I don't care so much for, because it's harder on my back. But I do love that look when it's all freshly done. So that is something that the boys do, is the mulch. The benefit of having all boys, the mulch.
Yeah. No, I don't have boys. Amy wants to know, what is the service called? It's called Poop 911. Yes, it is. They have, I think Pet Butler was another one, but I went with Poop 911.
Pet Butler sounds so
fancy, but they couldn't get me in till like June. I was like, no.
Chrissy, yes, Chrissy, it's relaxing. I'm telling you, there's something that, and then you see what you did, the before and after.
I don't know what my husband's talking about, but thank God we have a house full of women.
Sometimes it's, yes, Rich, sometimes it is not a stream. It is more of a spray. So you can't help it.
Thank you, Lord. He knew I needed all girls.
And I feel like the Lord knew I needed all boys. I don't know what I would do. And okay, so can I share this? Because we are so not on the talking point.
But I love it. This is God.
So yeah, so we have all boys. Oldest is 32, 32. Youngest is almost 16. So all boys. We've been through every stage, and I've never ever gone prom dress shopping.
She told me
and
this.
So my one son's girlfriend invited me to go prom dress shopping. So I'm going today. I've never done this. I have no idea what to expect. I almost thought about like taking my videotape and my camera and like making it like mom that never gets to do anything. And then I thought that might kind of be intruding in on her privacy a little bit. I don't know that she would like that. Okay. She already knows the stuff that comes with me, but...
I hit all my Y chromosomes just for you, babe. Thanks. I appreciate it. You knew I wanted girls. Amy is dropping a link. I am not sure what it is.
It's to Poop 911.
Poop 911.
On Facebook.
I'm telling you, it's like Christmas came early when I found out that they would do this. I was like, yes, please.
I mean, because you don't want to stop. I mean, when it's out there and you get busy, and again, you guys, like with bands, like just life is busy. Goodness. And I can't imagine feeling like you've got to watch where you're stepping.
Yeah, we just don't use the backyard. If I don't get out and do it, we just don't use the backyard.
Well, thank you, Poop 911.
Exactly. Carrie says, my husband sits. I love how off topic we've gotten. Jody is going to be watching this and be like, oh, Lord, I can't leave them.
I know. She's going to be, okay, so Carrie, my husband sits too. I hope my husband doesn't mind that I just share that, but he does. He sits.
Mine's a sitter too. I think this is great. We have a sitting husband club.
But my boys, I don't know that my boys are not sitters. They're too busy.
She's like, I clean the bathroom. I know.
Well, no, I make them clean theirs, but then I have to go in and... sometimes clean up. But then it's gotten so bad that I'm like, I'm not touching it.
All right.
Is that
All
bad?
right. No.
I just kind of
No,
like,
it's not, because when they have wives, they will thank you.
Not so much right now because their bathrooms are just,
Okay.
yeah. Their wives are going to be like, okay, Holly, you gave up on this one area. And I'm going to be like, listen, I got too old. I was tired.
We all have that area with our kids. We're like, that's it. White flag. I'm throwing in the towel. It's just easier for me to do it.
Rich is saying the audience is engaged. Isn't that the point? Yes.
Amy's like, what are these women doing?
I don't know. My kids, I am not letting my kids watch this, nor my husband. They're going to just be like, Mom, you share enough about us.
And they're going to be like, can never go back over Shanna's house.
I know.
Ever.
Sorry, boys.
So yeah, I mean, I have things that I've just given up on my kids about. I'm like, it's just easier for me to do it. Well, we had our unlocked meeting. I asked one of my girls, I'm like, just wipe down the front of the appliances. You know, I'm trying to like delegate and be like, okay, we're all in this together, girls. And I look and it's like, you can see the one line that she wiped down. I guess I forgot to mention you have to do the whole appliance.
So, and here's the thing is Shanna's house is always clean.
No,
I guess clean is a moving target. It depends on.
Yes. I see Victoria on Instagram. Hello, Victoria.
Hey, Victoria.
Only because I saw the emoji.
Or Valerie. It's actually Valerie.
There we go. Look, Victoria, Valerie.
Morning, Valerie.
I don't have my glasses on.
So, okay. So where are we at now?
I don't know. My husband says you've got to choose your battles. Yes. And
100%.
I did not want to ask her to come back down and do it when I was like, I'll just take 2 hands and go down the other side of the fridge.
I was going to say, I feel like that, I don't want to be, like, I want to be that mom that teaches my kids to do, but I also don't want to be that mom that constantly nags.
Yes. Or makes them feel like they don't do it
good enough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's one of those, I feel like I balance it.
It is a balance.
I'm like, as long as I make it through and don't send them all to therapy for the rest of their lives, I think I've done well.
I've already resigned the fact that my kids are going to need therapy, so we've started a fund. So
you don't get a college fund, but you all got a therapy fund.
You betcha.
Amy, chapter title for the next book: Sit Down or Stand Firm
in the Faith. Oh, there it is.
I love it. So,
if not a chapter. Oh yeah, a chapter title. Okay, so say if not the title for the book, at least a chapter title.
Yes. So we're on a spring theme, obviously. We're talking bonfires and yard cleanup. What is your favorite thing about this time of year?
First of all, that the sun is always,
yes.
Well, not that the sun, it's always daylight.
Yes.
The daylight is longer. And then the bright colors. I get to wear more bright colors.
Mm-hmm. For me, it's opening my house. I love having my windows open with a breeze. I want to see the curtains blow in. Oh, I love that.
We opened up our window the other night because it was like really hot in our room. And my husband ended up freezing, but I loved it. But I sleep in sweatpants, and you know that. We talked about this the last time I was here. But it was the smell of our room. Like that, there's just that crisp scent of spring that and the new blooms.
Yes.
It just feels like fresh life.
Yes. I love the flowering trees.
Yeah.
Like, I do love that. I wish they lasted longer than like 4 days.
I know.
It's like you get them on a Monday and by Friday all the blooms are gone.
Yeah.
But I'll take it. Amy loves the flowers. My husband loves the fresh air. Yes, he looks forward to me, like he's with me when I'm like, let's open the house up.
Oh, that's the best. And then let's talk about, we can get rid of the sweatshirts, the sweaters, the boots, the jeans.
Pack away all the bulky stuff and get it out of the way. And then your house feels less cluttered.
And the laundry load seems smaller.
Yes, I look forward to when my girls switch out to shorts because I'm like, I feel like my laundry time is in half now.
I know.
Get more items in that washer.
Oh my gosh. Well, and it feels like you wear, I guess you do wear less.
Yeah. Yeah, because my kids will have on a tank top and a t-shirt and a sweatshirt. And I'm like, 3 shirts to cover your body. Use a blanket.
Well, and I'm like, too, like with us, we have shorts with athletics. So it's shorts and then sweatpants and then whatever. And so, yeah, so I didn't realize how much I loved spring for the fact that, and summer for the fact that the laundry goes down.
Less clothing. My husband.
Hey,
I am doing better. Oh yeah, allergies. So the joke is that I don't do humidity. So as long as there's no humidity, I'm good. And as soon as that humidity comes in, I'm like, let's turn off the air.
Yeah, and Mootloos, we do not no, that lasts for a minute because they love the AC. So, yeah.
You understand? It's that humidity. It could be 110 out. If it wasn't humid, I'd be good.
Oh, see, us, we've got to have, it's just the heat. Like, they don't like we keep our house the same temperature year round.
Yes. Well, I don't know. In the wintertime, I'd keep it 80. The summertime, I'd keep it 65.
But do you like to sleep in the cold? Like, I like to sleep. Anybody
Yes.
like to sleep in the cold?
Yes.
Like, I feel like that to me is...
My husband and I just talked about this morning. I really want to get the fan that blows under the covers. Have you seen it?
No.
It's like thin. It's like this. And it goes up the bottom of your bed and it blows the air between the covers.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, hello, menopause. Yes, I need that. That's a medical necessary.
My word. Yes, it is. Will insurance pay for that?
I don't know, but I think they should. It would probably
Totally.
keep women from snapping. We get our sleep and we're not roasting. Anyone that's been through menopause, like, give me a little fire emoji. You know what it's like in the middle of the night.
So I was going to say, I don't know I don't know if I'm menopausal or not.
Oh, you'll know when you have a night.
I've always been sweaty.
Oh, no. My husband woke up once when I had one because I had a hysterectomy at 28.
Oh, yeah.
I share everything. It was medically necessary. I was like, I'm done having kids. Just go ahead and take it. And because of my family history, I opted not to do estrogen replacement. It increases your chance of breast cancer. I'm like, I'm good.
Thank you.
That's like 30 years of estrogen. No, really, I'm good. So that night, like, they took my uterus and everything out. That night, you start. It was like instant. I'm like, I thought I'd warm up to this a little bit.
Like, no.
It's like a light switch. So we get home, and the first hot flash and night sweat I had, my husband rolled over. He's like, why is the bed soaking wet?
I was going to say, it's like a swimming pool in there.
It really is. Like, we had to get up and change the sheets.
Oh, my goodness.
Like, you know.
So I'll know.
You'll know. And, like, you can tell when I have a hot flash. I don't have them as much now because it's been, oh, my word, it's been over 10 years. But it creeps up. It feels like it starts at my core, and my face and everything turns bright red, and you see it creep up my neck, and you'll see it go up my face.
Oh.
And that's when it's like the wintertime, and you're like, can I strip to my bra in the backyard and just roll around in the snow?
That's the only way I need to cool this core down.
What it feels like.
Yes.
So they do. They make a fan. I'm like, I want to get me that.
Well, and is it loud? Do you like the fan with the noise?
My husband has trained me because when we got married, I did not sleep with a fan ever. And my husband sleeps with it year round.
We do too.
So he's trained me to where it doesn't bother me now. So I don't know.
So can you sleep without a fan?
I can do both.
Okay. Because some people, like, I think that now, like, I never slept with a fan, but then once we had kids, then everybody started sleeping with fans, you know, that white noise. Mm-hmm. And so we actually have a few fans. We have an air purifier, we have a ceiling fan, and then we have a box fan. So somebody could like totally rob us.
And we would never know.
And we would have no clue.
And that's just it. When my husband goes out of town, I'm a heavy sleeper. Like, when I go to sleep, I am asleep. And I worry about that. So I don't have anything on. And then I end up dozing on the couch because I'm still like, if someone came in, I would not hear it. Like, they could come in and take everything, including my kids, and I'd wake up to an empty house.
And boom.
I'd be like, where'd everyone go?
Yeah, no, that would be us because of all the fans that we have.
And all of my girls sleep with fans.
Yeah.
My husband has tinnitus, so he does need that white noise, that constant ringing in the ears.
Yeah.
So, yeah, when we go away, we pack a fan. Well, when Rachel was in the hospital, they gave us a fan. This fan is like an air mover, but it's a box fan. I want to contact the hospital and be like, excuse me, can I buy 4 more of these?
Well, last year for Father's Day, I got my husband a new box fan, and I Googled to find the loudest one because it was the best gift.
We switch fans.
He's an easy man to please. I mean, hey.
We have like the regular box fan in the wintertime, and then we have the big metal air mover in the summer. So you turn it on, and it's like a whirlwind.
It's like one of those tunnels.
Yes, and then we go to Lowe's, and my husband sees the giant ones mounted. I'm like, no.
Oh, yes.
Go would blow us out of the room.
We needed that for menopause.
Yeah, we'd be plastered on the wall. I'd be like, good night, honey.
It's the good night, babe. As your face, like the wind in your face.
Jody's going to be like, seriously, Shanna, I can't leave you.
I know, Jody.
So we do have, hello, Lynn. It's nice to see you, beautiful.
Hi, Lynn. Good morning.
So we always talk about a national day.
Yes.
And I love this one. We looked at the calendar. When Jody and I saw this one, we're like, we have to talk about this one. On Friday, I want to make sure I get the day right, March 29th, is the National Mom and Pop Business Day.
I love that.
I love that. So all of those small businesses that are around you on Friday, show them a little extra love. Mm-hmm. Go in, buy something, say hi, thank them. Because, you know me, I did my research. Why are small businesses important? Because they actually help fuel our economy more than the big businesses do.
I think that's amazing.
I think it is. And this was a country built on small businesses.
Yes.
And there's two reasons why. Because when you're a small business, you don't have to go through the hoops that large corporations have to go through. If you see like change coming down the works in society, you can pivot on a dime because it's you.
It's just you.
But a large corporation, they have boards that have to decide, and then they have to like research, and they have to weigh, and then 4 years later they make the change, and they've missed that one.
I was going to say it's time for a new change. Yeah.
That and actually it supports your local community better because not only are you paying sales tax when you shop local, but they pay property tax, which goes back into local government.
I didn't know that.
So they're actually helping to generate more income locally.
That and like for me, it makes me feel good to know that I'm not just paying for some. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I know I'm pouring into a family and supporting somebody's
dream.
Table. The food at table.
She's like food. I'm like
it's your dream.
Yeah, you're supporting someone's dream.
It's true. All while supporting their families.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So hopefully.
So we have a few local ones, and I don't know if you've been to all of these. So
no.
I know you have Table 33. That's where I met Holly for the first time. I was like, I love this girl.
I was like, okay, I loved sitting next to her. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, the food here.
Mm-hmm.
Like
it's so good.
And can I be honest with you? Like I'm like one of those people that I have to be very particular where I eat. My husband calls me kind of like a high maintenance when it comes to food, and I own it 100%. I ate everything and walked away because everything is it farm to table?
I think it is, or just about.
I mean, it's super fresh. So there's like I walked away completely satisfied, full. My taste buds were in heaven, and I didn't feel yucky.
If you've never been to Table 33, you need to go and get. I think it's their banana chocolate chip muffin. I think it's banana. I know it has chocolate chips. It's gluten free. You would never know. It's gluten-free. I think it's vegan as well. I might be wrong about that. I definitely know it's gluten-free. I was like, can I have a dozen of these, please?
Oh my gosh, I've not had those.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, so good. So Table 33, I absolutely love it. I keep promising my family I'll take them, and I never do because I'm just bad like that. I promise my family one day we will go.
Yeah, I was going to say, I said something to my husband a few weeks ago. I was like, we need to go to Table 33. And he's never been there. And he's like, because we're the same restaurants over and over. So I was like, okay, we got to do Table 33.
Okay, so we were going to do a triple date night with Holly's husband and Jody's husband and myself and my husband. That's where we need to go.
Totally. We were thinking originally Mexican because, well,
it's Mexican.
Who doesn't love Mexican?
Exactly.
But yeah, Table 33 might be a good.
Be fun. Mm-hmm. Another local place that we love, and I don't think you've been, is Epic Coffee.
I have not been there.
Oh my word. Okay, beautifuls, if you're in the Dayton area and you like coffee, you need to go there because their coffee menu has the most interesting combinations. I had a lavender white chocolate one.
I remember you telling me that, and I'm like, oh.
It was so good. I've tried to take my husband twice, and it's like when we verbalize it, everyone in the area runs there first.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I need to like just give you the little telepathic D sign, like, hey, we're going here.
Yeah, and that way nobody else goes.
No one else goes.
Yeah, I have heard so many amazing things about Epic Coffee. Oh, and so I'm like, phenomenal. I need to check that out.
You do. And I guess they're bringing in like all these like local baked goods now. They have gluten-free cookies that they keep posting on their Instagram feed. And I'm like, I need you in my life.
I need to follow them on Instagram.
Yes. I love the vibe too. It's very eclectic, but kind of homey feeling, a little bit modern, hipster, but it's like all rolled into one.
I was going to say it looked very like just like a cool hipster.
But it felt a little bit modern. I don't know.
And homey?
I thought it felt homey.
Okay, I'm gonna have to
because they have like comfy seats and they don't rush you.
Love that.
It's like Jody and I have worked there once or twice, I think, and it's nice because we'll be there for hours and they don't come and like say, do you need anything else? Do you need anything else? Like, we want the table. No, they checked in on us once and that was it. Left us alone.
Love that.
And they use real mugs.
And I love that too.
I love a mug. If I go to Panera, I'm the one that says, can I have it in a mug, please?
Yeah. Because mugs, there's just something.
There's something about it. I like the substance. I like holding it. I think it keeps my coffee hotter longer.
And it just, it feels more, relaxing maybe?
Maybe. So if you've not checked out Epic Coffee, definitely go and check them out. I'm loving them.
I gotta go there.
So, and then of course we talk about Wild Poppy and Merchant 31 because...
Well, we love them.
We love them. So do you have any, because you're a little bit...
Merchant 31 is close to me, so I love them. And then there's another one, and I love this one because it's it's called Birch in Tip City, and it has the cutest. It has all your sports, like your school gear, but it's the most comfortable, and it's got like this, I want to say rustic vibe to it. And so I just saw one of their gift cards. The coolest thing ever is it's a wooden gift card.
No way. It's a very... Shut the front door.
No, it's such a rustic vibe, and I love it. And it's, again, that small town, feel and, just supporting them. So I love that.
I love it. So I grew up in New England, and there are so many little mom and pop stores around up there.
Yeah.
So, and it's like little convenience stores that you can get sandwiches at, and like your chips and your drinks and stuff like that. And then you go downtown, and there's all these little like privately owned little stores and shops. And so I have a special place in my heart for small businesses.
Well, and I was going to say, the area that I live in, I live outside of Tip City. And so Tip City is like a quaint little town, and it's a whole bunch of mom and pop local stores, and it's got some eclectic things. It's a wonderful, wonderful place to shop.
You would love downtown Portland and the Old Port. Just saying you would.
I love those kind of places.
Oh, I do too. And then the ocean's right there.
Oh, water.
And you can literally get lobsters that comes off the boat.
I don't like lobster.
That's okay. I'll still be your friend.
I was going to say, you can have my lobster. I'll just eat shrimp.
They have whoopie pies up there.
Yes, whoopie pies. That takes me back to my childhood.
So up in Maine, they have something. We are so off script. I love it today.
So off script.
They have something called an Italian sandwich, and you can only get it in Maine.
Okay, tell me.
So it's the bread. You can't describe this bread. It's a long sub roll, but it's really soft bread. And they split it down the middle, and they put ham and American cheese.
Okay.
And then typically, and you can get it with or without onions, tomatoes, green peppers.
Load them up.
Black olives, but the calamari olives, not like the black olives, but like the Greek olives, and then pickles. But they are the most sour pickles. They make the sandwich. And then oil, salt, and pepper. Oh my gosh. As soon as I land in Maine or we drive in Maine, that is the first meal we have is an Italian sandwich.
Did you grow up with those a lot?
Yes. When I was pregnant with my twins, I ended up having gallbladder problems.
Nuh-uh.
I was too far along for them to remove my gallbladder, so I was very limited in what I could eat, because if anyone's had gallbladder issues, it feels like someone has shanked you with the sharpest knife, and it doesn't come out.
No.
And I was like, it is going to be a long 4 months. Well, we found that I could eat a veggie Italian with light cheese, and it wouldn't bother me. I had that for dinner for like 4 months.
And you never got sick of it?
Oh, no, I didn't touch an Italian for a while. I still love them now because I can't get them. But, every night. That was one of the few things I could eat.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Oh.
But, yeah. So, lots of little mom and pop stores.
I was going to say, so supporting your mom and pop stores. So, Friday, we're going to go in. We're going to support our mom and pop stores. Tell them thank you. Buy a little something.
And then take a selfie with them. Or take photos of the store and tag us in it. I want to see where your favorite local places are. Even if you're not from around here, we do travel.
Yes. We'll travel.
I'll travel anywhere.
Have coffee. We'll travel.
Mm-hmm. I'm ready for traveling.
Me too.
Well, I'm ready for Disney.
I've never been to Disney.
That's what you were saying. I'm like,
Shanna lives for Disney, and I've never been there.
I love it because it literally is magical. I'm on a Disney kick because my niece went for the first time last week.
Okay.
My sister-in-law and my niece were down visiting family, and she sent me a photo of her in front of the castle for the first time. And you just see the like magic it has. Like her smile was big. She had like a glisten in her eyes. It literally is magical. I love it. I think it's because every little thing they've thought of, down to every detail.
Every detail.
Like everything. I mean, you walk in and they pipe in smells on Main Street, so it smells like popcorn.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. So when you walk in, you get like the sight and the sound and the colors and the smells and everything.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay.
So I'm holding Jody to this. I'm like, you can't dangle Disney in front of me and take it away. That doesn't work.
We're walking that 5K, right?
We are going to do the 5K. I think we should do the 5K, and we'll cheer Jody on as she runs the half marathon. Because I'm not walking 13 miles. I'm like,
well, and I was going to say
3.5 hours of walking.
I was going to say we're going to have to start first because we have to be there at the finish line. But if we're doing a 5K, I think we'll be there.
Yes. Well, and they do them at separate times.
Oh.
Even better. So we are going to do the 5K. Food and wine. In 2020. So you all got a year and a half.
Is that the fall?
Yes.
Okay, because we talked about that wine and we were like, oh, we can't do that.
We can't do that one because we have something
special.
Yeah, coming up in that time of 2020. But it's usually the end of October, beginning of November.
Yeah.
2020. So y'all got a year and a half. So you can join the walking team for the 5K or you can join Jody for the running team. We're walking.
Yes. Listen, I did a 5K one other time. I'm going to be 100% legit, okay? I did a 5K one other time. I go up and down as far as my physical fitness, and it was one of those down times. So there was literally like a 75-year-old woman in front of me who I was like, I just have to beat this woman. And it was the first 5K I'd ever done. It was in the heat of the summer in July, and all I'm thinking is I've got to beat this 75-year-old woman. Is that terrible?
I love it. Hey, Katie. Good morning. I think it's awesome. I think it's great. Hey, you had a goal. Did you beat it?
You know what? At the very end, I rallied right before the finish line, and I'm like, I finished. I was drenched in sweat. It looked like I ran it, but really, I just rushed to beat the 75-year-old woman in front of me. How pathetic is that? I was like in my 30s.
No, it's not, because God put her there to keep pushing you to finish it.
Yes, that's true. I finished it. Haven't done one since.
I've done a few. I like the fun ones.
Yeah.
There's got to be something fun going on. Like Disney, there's characters and you get to stop and have your picture taken. It's fun. I've done a color run. I've done a couple of mud runs. I don't mind getting dirty if I know that's the point of it. Like the mud run I did, the first one was so much fun.
Well, I have a friend that does the Savage races.
Well, no, that's really
and I'm
intense.
like, dude.
No, that's
you have fun with that.
No, the one I did was all girls. And it was inflatable obstacles and mud.
I would do that.
That one was fun. And we walked it. And it was just fun.
Well, and the one I did was a fundraiser so it really, I guess I hosted one. Ironically, I
don't have to run it, but I'll host it.
I did. I helped organize it. So, and then I did walk the one. And both of them were kind of fundraisers. So.
Yeah. No, I love doing them. I am a walker, not a runner.
Do you do the tutus and all that?
I did with mine. Well, the color run I did, my daughters did it with me, and we wore all white.
All white. So that color.
So that was fun. Yes, we had tutus. They were pink and orange. We had matching little headbands. It was a friend and I. We wore all black, and we had our names on the back.
Cute. Okay, well, if you want to do those, anybody in the community wants to do one of those, holla.
Yeah, throw running shoes or a tiara. I'd be the tiara.
Yeah, you would, Miss Princess.
Would be. I am a princess.
And I'm as much as I love fashion and looking, cute and dressing the part, I'm just give me an old t-shirt and shorts and headphones. I'm good.
If you see me off camera, I don't look like this. I'm in jeans and a t-shirt. I'm going to jump on camera tomorrow and I'm going to be like, this is all y'all. This is how I roll. I'm a jeans and a t-shirt and sneakers kind of girl.
Me too. I just get dressed up for the look. Everything else on my I'm just me in a t-shirt and whatever.
Katie says me. Oh,
Katie's
beautiful.
in.
Yes, we're gonna bring a tribe down. We're gonna invade Disney, and then we're all gonna act like kids because our kids won't be with us.
Oh my gosh. Do you act super... Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not going to apologize.
Don't be sorry.
When I am not with my husband and kids, I turn into this horrible, not horrible, but like a so totally outrageous, wild,
I'm like that with
woman.
my kids. So we took them to Great Wolf Lodge over spring break for a night and realized once we got there that they had greatly outgrown Great Wolf Lodge.
Yes.
So, and then my poor husband got food poisoning, and Rachel wasn't feeling well with a migraine. So it was Becca, me, and Brianna. And all they wanted to do, my wild kids, they wanted to be in the arcade at midnight.
Oh.
So I'm like, okay, Rich and Rachel are sleeping. I'm like, let's go down. So we go down, and then they have these little bands, and you can put them up to vending machines and stuff, and it automatically charges your room. Well, Brianna's like, I want Twizzlers. And I don't ever let my kids have junk food that late. Yeah. I'm like, we're on vacation. You can have Twizzlers. It's the yes that, really isn't going to matter in the grand scheme of things. But your kid thinks, Mom said yes. Well, we go up to the vending machine. I'm like, D, and it won't give it to us. D, it won't give it to us. I'm like, there is a vending machine someplace. We went every floor to every vending machine. Did not get Twizzlers. But... this was, Brianna and Becca will say it was the best part of the trip. When it's your birthday, they put a poster outside your door. Oh, yes. So, like, the first poster we come to, I'm like, oh! So then I'm, like, standing there. I'm like, happy birthday to you. But it's midnight, so I can't really sing it. So I'm mouthing it. Brianna was like, it's like you were one of us for a night.
Oh, I love that.
So I'm like that even with my kids. I'm like, you know what? Life is too short.
Well, I'm crazy with my kids, but I think I'm too crazy. And so they're just kind of like, Mom, tone it down a little bit.
I think that's the difference between girls and boys.
I think so.
Boys are like, Mom. My Brianna was like, all right, she has me on her Snap. I'm like, yes, that's right.
Well, I was going to say,
Mom.
I think my boys are older now to where they're the point where I'm kind of cool. But they don't, want to admit it. So,
yeah.
But,
yeah, no, girls love their mamas.
When you come up with a rap video...
Mine might not have liked that.
They liked it for the first week. And then after that, when they started showing up in classrooms and like the entire classroom has it on YouTube and synced so that it plays at the same, they were kind of like, yeah, Mom, that kind of got old. So I was like, okay, so I guess my rap album's out of the door now.
No, I think you should.
I'm just...
Holly's dropping it.
Boom.
So, yes. All right. I'm like, wow, we should probably wrap it up. It's been almost an hour.
We were just hanging. Talk with your besties.
It is Talk with your besties. So, beautifuls, thank you so much for hanging out with us this morning. It's now lunchtime. Go to your local mom and pop store and grab a sandwich.
I was going to say hit table 33 or Epic Coffee and grab something to eat.
Exactly. But as I'm looking at the clock and not the camera, really good, Shanna. I'm looking at the clock beyond the camera, talking to it like y'all see me, and you're probably like,
"Oh, I just saw the clock."
Shanna, where are you at? I don't know, beautifuls. If y'all find me, just send me back home. You see me wandering,
just send me back home.
Send me back home. So I will be on Thursday night. Jody will still be awake. Carrie will be here with me co-hosting.
Yes,
beautifuls,
get ready.
We're doing a takeover. We're doing a beauty takeover.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have beauty questions that you've never dared ask, or you're like, I'm dying to know the answer to, or what does this do and do I need it, send them to us.
Oh, I'll be sending some.
Like, I want all of your questions. Like, is this really necessary? Or do you really get hair here at this age?
Okay, I literally was just thinking about that the other day. I was like, I got to do a video about that. So I'm actually letting my hair grow, because I have one of those little shavers. I'm letting it grow out so that I can do a video.
Love it. I actually just used my little shavers this morning. I'm like, and all the hair is gone.
Nobody told me. Like, I remember talking with a client like 2 years ago, and she was talking about it, and she was like, oh, Holly, it's terrible. And I was just like, well, I didn't really realize that I was going to, there's a couple things, like my next book is going to be the things that they should have told me when I hit 40.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
But beauty takeover.
Beauty takeover. So beautifuls, join us Thursday night. Send me your questions. And if you're like, I want to know, but don't say it's for me, I got you. Just say anonymous.
Anonymous.
I got you. But Have a great week. And until then, go ahead.
Be you.
Tiful, because you
are the only
you. Bye, beautiful.
See you.